I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. Today is the last day of August, which means I need to prep September, and that also means time to choose some books I will be reading in September. It's crazy how time flies and also how much I did not read in August. I still have 8 books on my TBR from last month. That's 8 out of 10, so yeah, not going well. But let's start with the books I am currently reading and might be finishing in September. The first one, Holdbringer by Brandon Sanderson. I started this the last week of July while I was on vacation, and well, not that far into it. I don't know, I'm just not feeling like picking up paperbacks. So I think that's the problem with this one, but I will be reading it, or at least try to read it in the upcoming weeks to at least finish it. Then we have what I think is the first book I will be finishing in September. It is The Scottish Prisoner by Diana Gabaldon. This is part of the Lord John series. I believe it is the last one. Yay! And you're following more Jamie from Outlander in this one than in the other one. So basically you're learning all about the relationship between Lord John and Jamie and how it evolved and why it is the way it is in the Outlander series. So far enjoying it. It's a fast read. I just need to sit down and read it, but so far enjoying it. And then the last physical book I am currently reading, it is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secret by J.K. Rowling. And honestly, I'm rereading them and I'm not putting too much pressure into my reread because I want to be able to enjoy it. So as I'm not like super feeling good in general, it's hard to read and to enjoy what I'm reading just because I'm not feeling that great. So these are the 3 books that I'm currently reading, and I just went to the library to return some of my books and then pick up others. And in these books I have Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Millers. I have no idea what this is about, but it's part of the Goodreads Choice Awards, so I want to be able to read it. It's not gonna fit there. Anyway, then I picked up Kristen Hanna that I haven't read yet. It's called True Colors. I had a choice between this and another book, but I think the other book was more historical romance. I have already talked about it, but basically Kristen Hanna, when she started writing, she was publishing historical romance, and then she moved to historical fiction. And I believe this is more like literary fiction, contemporary fiction. It's hard to say. We'll see when I read it, but I thought it was a good choice because I really enjoyed Kristen Hanna and I just need to get back into reading. And then I picked up Jane Seymour, I believe it is called, The Haunted Queen by Alison Ware. Last year I started reading this series of like the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and I went through the first 2 audiobooks, and then I just found the whole series in the library and decided to give it a chance by like reading it. We'll see how it goes, but I really enjoyed the first 2 books in that series, so it should be good. These are the 3 library books I have. I have a bunch of audiobooks and ebooks from the library that will be ready eventually during the month, but I'm not feeling like listening right now, so not doing that for now. I started the It Girl by Ruth Ware. I think I'm like at 30%, but I think I'm gonna return it and put it back on my holds. Same thing with the other one I have. I think it's called All Good People Here. I'm not putting pressure on myself. Like if I don't feel like listening to my book, I won't. But I have many books that will be available eventually, so I might be picking them up as they come. Now on to the physical books that are left from last month. We have the short story collection by Gogol. It is in French. It's called Nouvelles de Pétersbourg, Le Journal d'un Fou, Le Nez et autres nouvelles. So these are all short stories by Gogol. I should be able to read that super fast because it's in French and they're pretty short, so I need to start reading that and make some progress because I want to be able to finish this. Then we have First Comes Scandal by Julia Quinn. This is a historical romance. I have no idea what it is about because I believe that when it is historical romance, you shouldn't be reading anything about it because it's gonna tell you everything. So this one. Then we have Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I believe this is maybe fantasy. Is it fantasy? Yeah, I think it is fantasy. It's pretty popular. I have never read it, and yeah, but since I am currently reading Brandon Sanderson, I don't think I'm gonna pick this before I finish Brandon Sanderson because otherwise I will be confused. Then we have something that's more a classic. It's called 3-Day Road by Joseph Boyden. Joseph Boyden is a Canadian. He's from the First Nations, and yeah, I've heard good things about it, and I have read other things by Joseph Boyden and they were good, so I'm really excited about that one. Then we have Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. I don't know. This is also, I believe, fantasy, so I will not be reading it for now. But I think it's for young adults, so maybe I could do that because it should be super easy and a fun read. And then maybe I'll be able to watch the show, which I haven't. Maybe if you have read this and seen the TV show, should I wait to read all of the 3 books, I believe? Well, you have Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Rune and Rising. So do I need to read them all before listening to the show? Please tell me. I'm not putting them here because they're gonna fall as usual. But then we have also The Orphan's Tale by Pam Jenoff. This is a historical fiction set in World War II. I usually enjoy fiction set in World War II, but recently the ones I have been reading have been pretty boring, so I don't know. But I found this in Indigo for like $4, so that was a steal, and I will be reading it eventually. We have 2 left here. We have The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. I have started reading it. I put it down and just never picked it up. It's been like 2 months, but I need to finish this. I don't remember what it is about. Anyway, we also have Sex and Vanity by Kevin Kwan. He wrote the Crazy Rich Asian trilogy, and this book, well, it was on sale, you know, a hardback for $8 was pretty cheap, so that's why I picked it up. And I really enjoyed the Crazy Rich Asian series, so we'll see how it goes. And also, look, it's so pretty. But now, because I still have 8 books left from August, I will only be picking up 2 books from my little jar of unread books. So I can put down the ones I don't feel like putting on my TBR. So we have The Priory of the Orange Tree. It is by Samantha Shannon. This is a fantasy, so I'm not gonna be picking that up for now because Holdbringer is a thick one and I need to read that one first. So second one, Stronger Than You Know. This should be fine because it is, let me find it, romance by Laurie Foster. This is I really enjoy Laurie Foster. I think she's really great, and I usually sorry, I have cat hair in my mouth. This is usually really good books, so I'm excited for this one. Should be super easy, honestly. Like, it's gonna be I'm gonna read it for sure because I know I'm gonna enjoy it. Then we have another French book. I'm not gonna read it because 2 French books in a month is maybe too much. Oh, then we have Something Wilder, and it is by, yep, Christina Lauren. I have read another book by her, The Honeymooner, something like that, and it was really good. It should be a romance. I have no idea what it is about, but I found it in a used bookstore, and because I really enjoy writing Christina and Lauren, I thought it would be a fun read. So these are all the books I will attempt to read in September, and probably just as usual, I won't be reading them all, but that's okay. That's a lot of choices, and I'm like, right now I'm honestly not putting, oh, so stupid, I put back the thing in my, anyway, because I'm not feeling that great, I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I read when I feel like it, and if I don't feel like it, I don't read it. So yeah, but that's it, and I will see you soon in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.